welcome another day, another video here to my channel. My name's Melody, and I am so happy to see that you're watching this. I have been wanting to make this video for a while now, and so now I'm getting to it. Let me explain to you guys. So, I know a thing or two about planning an actual Disney vacation. I've planned several whenever we go with my family. Recently, it's been me planning it, and so I feel like I have some insight that might help if you're planning a Disney vacation. I have planned vacations for Disney World and Disneyland, so I have a little bit of both things, of both. I know what you're supposed to do. And working at Disney World, I have like clear understanding of how to use the FastPass system, how to use DAS, how to use all the services provided there, and how to do Disney World. So this video isn't specifically about Disney World. It's about tricks to help you make your vacation easier. So it's gonna be a 4-part series and I'm gonna call it plan your Disney vacation. Simple, straightforward. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions or anything. I'm going to talk mostly like if you're doing Disneyland, because that's a little bit harder because of the FastPass system. But I will be doing some videos on how to use the FastPass system, the DAS system, what rides you can use if you have a wheelchair or transfer. I will do more videos on all of that as well. But this is a 4-video series, and I hope it's helpful. Let me know. So this part 1, I'm going to call it No. Why? Because I feel it's really important that you need to know a lot of information before you actually even step into the park. So I'm going to walk you over some things that you should take into consideration and you should know before anything else. Next video is going to be actual planning. The video after that is what things you should take to the park. And the last video is what to do once you're there. So here's the first one. Very important, most important thing I think of anything is that you need to know how many days you're going. You need to know how many people are going. These two are the most valuable information you'll be able to have. One, because when cast members ask you how many people, you don't want to be 7, 8, I don't know, so you got to know exactly how many people are with you. If you're staying more than one day, then your vacation is a little bit more on the relaxed side, especially if you're doing Disneyland, because you only have Disneyland and California Adventures. But if you're staying more than one day, when it comes to planning, it's a little bit more relaxed. But we'll talk about that in the next video. Another thing you need to know is whether you're going to be carrying a wheelchair, a stroller, or someone who might need the disability service. This is important to know because you need to really take the time during the day to, 1, go to guest relations, get the DAS service. Walking time grows if you're with a wheelchair, so it's good to plan ahead when we're planning if you're with a wheelchair or not. And it's just good information to know ahead of time. Personally, I always travel with someone who either is in a wheelchair or has a disability. So this is a big one for me, and it makes, when I go on my own without them, my Disney trip is different than when I go with them. So it is really important. It is also like one of the top things you need to know. Another thing you need to know is if you're celebrating something, you want to make sure that whatever you're celebrating is noticed, whether it's getting a button, if you want shirts, you need to know whether you're going for a special occasion or just because it's Tuesday. Some people just go on random days. So, but it's important to know if you're going for a celebration, because then the focus of the trip becomes something else. I think you really need to know what your group age is. Are you traveling with babies? Are you traveling with kids? Are you traveling with teens? Or is it just like adults? Disneyland, or Disney overall, is really different for each of these different age groups. Babies, some of them can't even get on the rides. It's just walking and doing shows. Kids are probably scared of roller coasters, so the planning is differently for them. Teens might not be interested in the teacups, so you really need to know what your, I guess, audience group is when you're planning. It also helps for later on what rides to do, what shows to watch, it helps with the planning. Last but not least, I feel it is very important to ask beforehand the people in your group, what do they want to do? Whenever we go on a family trip to Disney, I go to everyone and I say, what do you want to do? What is your must do? And what is your must do? And what is your must do? This last time I went as a family trip, we were 14 people. So I wanted to make sure everyone had what they wanted done. You know, the majority said all they wanted to do was make sure we did Pirates of the Caribbean. Other, like 2 or 3 said we have to watch the fireworks. So, and then another one said, oh, I really want to watch the new parade. This really helps with the trip planning later on, because then you'll know, hey, we need to hit Pirates and we need to hit with Space Mountain or whatever. It'll help you when it comes to planning. We want everyone to be happy, and we don't want no one to feel like, oh, this isn't their Disney trip just because they're not planning it. So I hope this information helped. Next video is going to be about planning, what we need, what we should do, walking time. Just that video should be up on Friday, so look for that on Friday. I am so excited to be doing this series. I just hope this helped. Let me know in the comments below if you think there's anything else really important we should know before we even start planning, or if you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe. Love you guys so much. See you guys on Friday. Have a good one.